But right now, I'd like to honor our Volunteer of the Year for this year is actually 2001 and 2002. Mike Michelakis, if I got that right. Come on up, our Volunteer of the Year. He's done so much for us in the for the last 8 years. Appreciate it. Come on over here, buddy. Look at that.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, man.
First of all, John, I want to thank you for doing this. And him and I have been communicating over the last 2 years about this when he wanted to honor me with this. And we couldn't have it. Poor Jalad. And I'm glad I got to talk to you today, Jalad, because besides COVID, I didn't know they had strikes in the airlines in Israel. You couldn't get out of the country, And then, obviously, God rest his soul, your brother passed. Great man. I got to meet in some of when you were being honored for the 2014 and 15 Volunteer of the Year. And got to see the Hall of Famers that got inducted then. Got to be involved with an organization like the NFPT that got in as well. And so, John and I, we kept communicating, and, he put a lot of his time, effort, hard work, money, everything into making this happen. And he finally said, Mike, I'm going to do some restructuring. And this is what he wanted to do. He's like, I'm not going to wait any longer. We're going to do this. And, I got involved in this organization in 2008 when he reached out to me about, some of the publications, like the best of the best trainers. And I thought, okay, yeah, this is cool. And then I saw some of the other trainers. I'm like, I got some work to do, man. These guys are good. So got involved in the organization, master trainer in 14, really helped the NFPT grow to become a Hall of Fame organization in 15. And then, as I told John, I said, next to being in the Hall or a Lifetime Achievement Award, this Volunteer of the Year award is the second most prestigious award you can get through the National Fitness Hall of Fame. And that's what this means to me for the last 2 years. I don't know if a lot of you know my story, but I grew up in Ohio, played football in Indiana, moved to Michigan, taught, trained, coached, all those things. One of the things I always did, I got paid for my services, but I gave back, especially to the kids. The powerlifting programs, I remember doing this all the way back in the early 2000s when they were getting state and national recognition then in the schools. And my athletic director at the time said, I said, man, I feel like I'm breaking even. He said, Mike, if you're breaking even, you're doing great. I thought, oh boy, okay. We take a little break from this, try something different. As my kids grew up and they got into sport, my former athletes whose kids were my kids' age, they said, Mike, we want to get the band back together. I said, it's been about 20 years in this community in Niles. They said, we got a place. Are you serious? I said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it this way. We want to do it the right way. And we had so many kids get involved, and they didn't have any gear. And I went out and I said, you know what? I'm going to spend this money, get them equipped so they can actually compete. And they felt so blessed. And to me, that was the biggest gift, to see them succeed, because without that, that wouldn't have never happened. And we were fortunate and blessed to do some great things in the community this last year and into this year. And that's why I feel fortunate and blessed to be a big part. And you guys have been big in my life with the National Fitness Hall of Fame. And today is my 50th birthday. So thank you. So I told John, I said, John, I'm 10 years away from eligibility. So anyways, again, I want to thank everybody. And like I said, this really means a lot to me.
Thanks again, Mike.
Thank you.